What's up, everyone? This is Xavier, your host, and welcome to the 210 Stockyard.
Okay, I know that thumbnail got a lot of you, and I promise this is not going to be a political post, but I do think we need to acknowledge the movement that's happening in the UFL fandom right now, and that is to make attendance great again. Okay guys, I couldn't help but notice that the attendance issue was in the majority of all the fan groups that I follow on Monday morning. So much to the point that I felt I had to make a video to address the attendance issue going on right now. And then I see people like this posting links to external sites, posting articles like this, where are the fans at for UFL games? And then people like this who are alleged superfans of the Brahmas that post and repost articles like this that attack the legitimacy of San Antonio as a pro sports, host city. And then there are other posts like these, I guess, that are attempting to take it a little more serious, and they're obviously addressing attendance as the elephant in the room, and apparently they write that UFL representatives are going to see this post along with responses, so I guess they're taking some type of a poll. And then other groups that apparently just aren't allowing attendance posts anymore. It's gotten that bad, they just got to put a stop to it. And I honestly can't blame them. And yes, I do acknowledge attendance numbers as part of my weekly recaps that I do, but I don't dwell on the numbers and I don't doom post. In fact, this will probably be the only video that I make addressing the topic of attendance. And the actual inspiration of this video is the alleged, and yes, I'm saying alleged, the alleged reported attendance numbers for the Brahmas Week 3 home game against St. Louis Battlehawks. Allegedly, San Antonio drew in 11,790 people in Week 3, which is 1,374 less than the Week 1 Easter game, which drew in 13,164. And so now here I am, adding more fuel to the attendance fire, I suppose, but in a different way. I am not convinced that the reported attendance number for Week 3 is accurate. So I'll say my piece, I'm going to present my evidence and my argument, and then we'll leave it at that. This was about 20 minutes prior to kickoff Week 1 Easter Sunday. You can visibly see that both sides of the arena are pretty low. Here is Week 3, same thing, about 20 minutes till. You can visibly see that it's a little bit more full than Week 1. Granted, maybe people got there early, I'll give you that. This was from Week 1, and you can visibly see that the home side on the right is looking pretty full. The end zone is rather empty. And while I didn't get the away side, the left side very great, it was scattered. But this is probably the best angle that I got. I want to say this was within 10 or 15 minutes of kickoff. And you guys can go back and watch the broadcast if you want. You can see for yourself how empty it looked. Here's a photo of, again, around the same time from Week 3. Once again, the home side looks rather full. The end zone, again, pretty empty, and I'm sorry I didn't get a good enough shot of the left side. This is probably the best footage that I have from Week 1 that can show you, again, just how small or how empty it was on the away side. This is right before kickoff. And this is my main piece of evidence. This, again, is during the second quarter. You can see how full, or at least how more full, the left side looks. And as Alize Mack makes a touchdown, look at this. Look at the right side. Look at all these people here. The end zone was about as empty as it was last week, but obviously more full on the right and obviously more full on the left. And you can't tell me that this visual piece of evidence isn't compelling. Granted, maybe people are just more scattered out this game than they were last game. Okay, that's a possibility, but I still don't think that's what's actually happening here. I just can't bring myself to believe that there was just shy of 12,000 people there. It felt like 15 or 18,000. And there it is, folks. I rest my case. And again, I just want to reiterate that attendance is not an issue that I chase, but it's an obvious measurable that I monitor. And it's something that the UFL office monitors as well. But Week 3's numbers, moving forward, will forever have an asterisk for me. And with that I ask, what are your thoughts? Is attendance an issue for you? Did it flood your feed and your groups like it did for me on Monday? And how bad did I get you guys with that thumbnail? I'm sorry I had to do it. But I do appreciate you watching, especially the ones that made it this far. And if you did make it this far, you might as well just like and subscribe while you're here. Hit that notification tab as well. But as always, I appreciate you guys listening and watching, and stay tuned for more of the 210 Stockyard.